Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to create schedules here. And in this particular drawing, oh yes, I did create an area plan. So I'm going to create door and window schedules, which the door and window schedules are kind of, if you remember, like a bill of materials. It shows you specifically what doors and windows have been installed in your model, and also the quantities of each of those. And then the other thing you can do a schedule for is the areas. So that's really just sort of tabulating what the different areas are for each room. So if you remember, if you recall, the instructions at the bottom of the area plan and schedules notes is the instructions for how to do the schedules. So what you're going to do is you're going to right click on schedules and do new schedule. And then you, first of all, I guess we will start with the window schedule. So we're going to scroll down here to Windows, and we're going to create the window schedule. So just create it. And now what we want to do is we want to decide what things are going to be in the schedule. So for Windows, if you refer to the notes, we're going to have family and type. So we're going to go down to family and type first and add that as a column. Now you want to add them in this order because this is going to be the order left to right, how it's going to appear in the table. And then add the column of count. And then add a column of sill height. So you're not obviously going to do this for doors, but this will be for windows. Okay. And then what you want to do is you want to go under sorting and grouping. And on this one, you want to sort by family and type. So on this first one where it says none, you want to select family and type. And then you want to deselect everything under itemize every instance, because basically that's going to give you a separate line for each individual window, whether it's the same window as something else or not. And then under appearance, I always like to get rid of this blank row before data because I just don't think it looks as good. And then I'm going to click OK. And so now it's showing me that I have 5 of the same windows, and the windows were 3 feet high. Now, what I'm going to do, and what I want you to do as well, see how this is kind of cut off? I want you to stretch that out so that it looks good, like it's not cutting stuff off. So I'm going to leave that, and that's my window schedule. Now I'm going to do another new schedule. So I'm going to right click and do a new schedule. And this time I'm going to do a door schedule. So I'm going to click doors and click OK. And then the items I said to put in the door schedule were basically the same things. It's family, type, quantity, or count. But there's no sill height, obviously. So family and type, and then count. Okay. And then click OK. And I forgot to fix the appearance there. So now once I've done it, I can change my sorting and grouping because I forgot to do all that stuff that I just told you to do. So I can change this to family and type. Okay. And I can not itemize every instance, and then take out this blank row before data. See how it looks weird? That's why I like to take that out. Okay, that looks better. Again, stretch the column so that nothing's cut off. And that's going to be it for the doors. Again, this is just a shed, so there's not a whole lot in there. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an area schedule. So I'm going to right click, do new schedule, and this one is going to be area. So and I'm going to do just rentable. This, again, it's just my shed. And this one, if you have just a 1-story house, you don't have to put the level, but if it's a 2-story house, you should put level. I'm just going to start with name since this is just the 1-story shed, and then area, and then perimeter. Okay, and don't forget your sorting and grouping. Now on this one, we're going to sort by name, And we do want to itemize every instance because there's no like multiple quantities for area. All right, and then I'm also going to take out that stupid blank row and click OK. And now I've got area and main area. I didn't really do a good job naming these in my shed. And you can see that I've finished the area plan. Okay, so then you're going to just create a sheet for that. So just as a reminder, you're going to do a new sheet. You want that 8.5 by 11 inch sheet. On this one, I'm going to say schedules. All right, my date, that was a long time ago, but let me change that. What's today? 2/8/21. Don't forget to put in the author. I'm going to make Mr. Tomberlin my checker this time. Okay, and now all I'm going to do is drag those three things over. So I've got the doors, the windows, and the area. So all I need to do is, let's start with door. Just drag it over. Oops. It's not, oh, you know why I'm clicking with the wrong button. All right, and just set it down wherever it looks good and makes sense. Same thing with the window. Your guys' will be bigger than these, obviously, because you have your whole house and not just the shed. And then, you know, just make it look nice on the page. So that is pretty much it. So then there's my sheet with my schedules. Okay, so that's how you create the schedules and then add them to the sheet.